Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, March 7th, 2018, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had a frustrating day today, and it was frustrating because we should have made a lot of money, and we ended up essentially breaking even, and that can be very frustrating. The part of the problem is the Dow can't decide what it's going to do. There's a lot of uncertainty in the markets right now, and they really aren't trending. And if the markets don't do any trending at all, um, it's hard to trade them, no matter what your strategy is. The Dow opened lower this morning. Um, that had an advantage because I told you with the setup, if it opened higher, we would have been in tons of positions, and we didn't get into tons of positions. Part of this was because it opened lower, but then it started to rally here, and then it turned and took out the lows from the opening range, and it looked like it was really going into the toilet here, and then it turns around, rallies, takes out the high, and ended up closing down 82 points. Well, what was going on here, we would have been great. We would have made money today, quite a bit of money, except we have two stocks, and I'll show you those, that are kind of an assurance against the market crashing. And what happened was we got caught when the Dow turned down right down here, and we ended up getting into those stocks, which are basically inverse S&P stocks. We just got into those, and then we got killed on this rally here, and that negated most of our profits from a bunch of really otherwise good trades. So it was a frustrating day for us. We ended up closing out negative $2,400 on our closed out trades. We got into 11 new positions. 5 were positive, 6 were negative, and we're holding positive $1,900 going into tomorrow. I can explain a little more what happened if I show you some of the stocks. So I'm going to show you 4 of them. This first one is UVXY. It's ProShares, but basically this is inverse S&P. In other words, this thing's going to go up when the stock market goes down. And that's and we have another one, VXX, which essentially does the same thing. So these are protections against a stock market crash. And what happened when that Dow turned down after about 3 hours and took out its low from the opening range, we just got tagged up here, and then we held this bad position all day long down here. By the time it got down here, we are down $4,200, $4,200 on UVXY, and then we're down additional 3,600 in VXX. So combined there, we have almost $8,000 a loss there, and we had to overcome that to show any profit. We did overcome it, but not by a huge amount. And I'm just going to whiz through the 3 really great trades we have. This first one is an EDIT, which is Aditas Medicine Incorporated, bought that near the beginning of the day, and it moved up pretty nicely, and we have $3,300 in Adidas medicine. Next, this is HTGM Molecular Diagnostics Incorporated. We bought that at the beginning of the day also. It kept going very nicely, didn't pull back very much at the end, and we have $3,800 in a molecular diagnostics. And finally, the biggest one, this is ANF, Abercrombie and Fitch Company, and we had bought this yesterday. It jumped way up today and went higher and then held it all day long, and we're holding $5,700 in ANF. So that was just a great trade. So you can see here, we had 3 fantastic trades. If we hadn't had those fantastic trades, we would have been in the red today for our open trade. As it is, we're carrying just about $2,000 positive going into tomorrow. So thank goodness for a diversified portfolio. I'm going to tell you, it was really frustrating for me though, because I am trading my own money off of this platform, which is ProSuite, and I have managed accounts using TradeStation 9.5, and TradeStation 9.5 just missed those inverse stock trades. Both of them didn't get into them, and it's up almost $14,000 positive tonight in the aftermarket. So I'm getting beat. My customer accounts are beating the hell out of me tonight. Anyway, that's the way. Sometimes I do better than them though. So it just depends. Anyway, that's the way it went. Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Thursday.